Keep calm and Sparty on? Well, Michigan State's trying to. However, Mel Tucker is rearing his head again, and it's the NCAA's fault, not Tucker's fault necessarily. It just came out that the NCAA is is investigating Michigan State for recruiting violations under Mel Tucker. I'm going to get into all that, what it means, but Peter Bartell here, recording another episode. At Pigskin PD is the handle. Think about this recent NCAA finding or investigation that they're trying to do, and like the episode if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, right? Forgot to start it, gonna start it now. I like to play in the background of my episodes, just throwback, right? Videos, plays, etc. from that college football team. This is the best plays of all time, Michigan State history. So shout out. Haven't had a ton of bright moments, right? Definitely not a college football blue blood or anything. Michigan called him little brother at one point. Nonetheless, hoping for good times ahead in East Lansing. Forgetting the coach's name at this moment. Just took over from Oregon State. Drawing a blank for some reason. It'll come to me throughout the episode. Apologies, Spartan Nation. However, let's get to it. Recruiting violations. The NCAA, man, just head scratches me. I understand. What Mel Tucker did was totally wrong. The reason he got fired was totally appropriate. They should have fired him for cause. Good on Michigan State. They actually formally fired him. I looked it up just recently. But, yeah, I mean, just crazy. So just to give background on this whole Tucker situation, and by the way, what the NCAA is investigating now is recruiting violations during Mel Tucker's time at Michigan State, which he was fired in 2023, hired in 2021. So he was there for a few years. They had a double-digit win season, which prompted Michigan State to sign him after 2 years to a 10-year, $95 million contract extension, which I thought was exorbitant. But nonetheless, you're looking to secure a guy. That's what you do. So Tucker was fired, though, in 2023 amid allegations of sexual harassment against former staffer who he hired. Brenda Tracy was her name. She was a rape survivor, and Tucker hired her to speak to the team. So that turned into what Tucker is calling a consensual relationship to this day. Tracy called and is calling this relationship not a consensual relationship, and that Tucker basically was forcing himself on her. You can get into all the details and that stuff. But anyway, she's on the counter trying to get defamation of character and suing Tucker for that. Apparently can't find him. That's more TMZ side of things. So you can look into that. Definitely not a good situation. But nonetheless, Tucker, therefore, is no longer the head coach at Michigan State as of September 2023. It all seemed to be bygones, right? Still drawing a blank on the current coach's name, Smith, Oregon State head coach, Michigan State, Jonathan Smith. Sorry, Spartan Nation. So Smith enters his second season now with Michigan State. Totally different players, totally different coaching staff. Literally nobody from the Mel Tucker tenure, player or coach, is in seat hardly at Michigan State, right? So if the NCAA was to find anything investigation-wise, recruiting violations under Mel Tucker, this is an example of what people have talked about and tried to project. Like, how do you punish guys 2 years later, 3 years later for something that they weren't even a part of, that wasn't even there? So, like, let's say the NCAA finds something, right? Substantial, not substantial. Let's say they tell Michigan State they can't make a bowl game. They can't, they lose 5 scholarships. Like, what the heck? Jonathan Smith just walked into this to rebuild it, and now he's taking the bullets, plural, for a previous coach. That makes no sense. No sense. This is not tied at all either to the allegations against the Michigan State head coach, legally. This is totally separate. So it just seems out of line by the NCAA. But hey, their last 85. So why not try to shoot a shot, right? I think the only one they might be victorious right now against that's ongoing as well is Jeremy Pruitt is filing a lawsuit against them, which they may win that, but that's a separate conversation. And this one, it's like, man, they just like the NCAA loses, so to speak, whoever they're going after, Tennessee or somebody else. Yeah, I said it because they went after him 3 times and failed all 3. And then they're just like, okay, let's do something else. Like, we're not being talked about. Like, we have to assert authority somehow. It's ridiculous, man. It's like a freaking dictatorship they're trying to run, and they're not even elected, you know? Anyways, on this case, Michigan State Senior Associate AD in Communications, Matt Larson, came out with a statement. I'll read. Michigan State Athletics has cooperated with the NCAA to review a potential matter concerning the football program under the former staff, like I said, former staff, and will continue to do so for the duration of the process. NCAA rules do not permit the university to provide any additional details at this time. All that makes sense. I do like, shout out Matt Larson, that you put in former staff. What the heck, NCAA? What the heck? I hope, honestly, I hate it for Michigan State, but like, even if you're an MSU fan, like you've had hard times a lot before. Hi, Syracuse fan, me too. But like, do you take a bullet for all of college football and just say, you know what? I hope they nail us with like 5 scholarship losses a year. Something really dramatic, freaking given it's the former staff, as Larson alluded to. No players, no coaches from that staff on the team. I hope they nail us a little bit, right? That's just going to elevate the negative conversation about the NCAA. Like, insert foot into mouth if you're NCAA. You're almost better off not even bringing this up, which it's too late for that. But B, like, if you charge them or fine them with anything, I hope it's just a minor fine, like $50K, something just like not even a speeding ticket. Like, hey, I was stopped by the cops for going 42 and a 35. Slow it down a bit. Have a nice day. You too. Took 5 minutes of my time. You know what I mean? Something like that. But we'll see. Just wanted to bring it up. The NCAA is at it again. I hope this doesn't come of anything, but felt like it's worth noting. Mel Tucker's back in the news, Michigan State. So let me know what you think in the comments about this. Like the episode, please. It'll help you to curate your content, and everybody have a day good.